welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Booga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Hi, friends, and welcome back. We're finally back at our home studio, the two of us. I did get some letters. I noticed that I got two that were asking about pets, and I have to say, Pam, I hope I'm not stomping on your toes there, because Pam Mahoney, as you guys know, is usually the one who does the pet readings, but I will give it a shot. Also, anybody who does want their readings read first, just send your questions before the show to info@sallydiane.com, and I will read your questions first. Also, anybody who would like to see me in person, call the spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293, or I can read you online from anywhere in the world. Just send a request to info@sallydiane.com. Okay, and without further ado, we'll get right into the questions. First, Sherry V has asked me to look at her little guy, and her little guy's coming up to his 1-year birthday, so happy birthday to your fur baby there, Sherry. So let's see how this one's doing. Okay, so I think there's been some changes in the rules and environment, because saying that since he kind of passed a certain point in puppyhood, the rules changed, so he's still a little confused about where he's supposed to be and what he's supposed to do. Yeah, he's a puppy. And you have the Seven of Wands reversed, and there's this idea of, being king of the mountain, being on top of a situation and having control of a situation. And when it's reversed, it kind of means a surrendering of control. So I think that you found, as the puppy's gotten a little bit older, you found that stubbornness dies down a little bit. And I think they are much easier to control right now. And last but not least, there's this idea that this dog will be loyal to you for a long, long time. He's trying to be good. He's learning the rules. He's probably screwing up every now and then, but overall, he's really committed to his role as your dog. So that's very nice.
That was the first email question, and the second one comes from
Cindy. And Cindy, now it's a health question, which we don't answer health questions, but she says that the things, the health stuff is kind of delaying and creating obstacles around her trip to Florida. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a look at Cindy's trip to Florida.
Awesome.
And Cindy did ask I use the rooms. Well, so there's this idea of constraint, and I do see that you're kind of held in one spot. But the runes are saying, this is a good time for you to maybe save up a little bit more, or something along those lines, because it's saying that a little bit of a delay is a blessing in disguise here. This is nice. There is this idea that this is something that you and your husband do together, and there's love here. There's love, there's partnership, there's a good symbiotic relationship, which is why I assume this is your husband. But it does look like the relationships and partnerships are going well. Whatever delays you have to your trip right now are for the better. All right. So as far as when you get going, I would say that you're probably going to get going on the trip. I would give it, it feels like it's somewhere in December. It feels like you're coming in right under the wire as far as getting down there for Christmas. And it feels like you're delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed, and they put it off, put it off, put it off. And then just out of nowhere they go, okay, now you can go. So when the pathway opens for you to travel, it opens quickly. And it looks like it is a fairly fast trip down there. Oh, isn't that nice? Once you get down there, you're going to have a lot of sunny days in a row. And I just feel like, I just get this feeling of, and this might be somebody close to you, this sitting back in the chair and closing your eyes and just saying, this is a life. All right. Yeah. So I'd say sometime next month you will be going to Florida. And when the go-ahead comes through, it comes through quickly. Okay. So thank you, as usual, for sending in your questions, Cindy. And thank you for everybody who has tuned in today. And one more question before we get to our friends, and that is from Heather. And Heather has a fur baby, a little kitty cat that she had to recently put down. And so she's still very much aware of the cat running around and interacting with the other cat and so forth. So she kind of wanted me to look at that. Again, I am not the pet communicator. That would be Pam Mahoney. But for you guys, I'll give it a try. All right, so what does Spirit have to say about Spaz?
I'll let you know when we find them. Yeah, slide those up, babe.
Okay. Okay, so they're still a little confused because they're just newly passed. So I don't think that he realizes he's passed yet, because he's still trying his old tricks. He's still trying to do the things that get attention. So that's why you're hearing the zoomies. That's why you're sensing him around. And it does say that eventually he will be pulled over he will be pulled over to the other side. And then it's going to take a little while for him to come back through. But a bit of him will always be around there, around you. Okay.
Okay, that was all of our email questions. Like Sally says, if you send in an email, we'll get your reading done. Hello, Lynette.
Hi.
Kara, Mary Ann is here. Kangan is here. Sonia. Dragonfire. It's lovely to see everybody. Kara James would like a reading for December.
All right, let's see what Kara James needs to know about December. You need good waterproof boots in December. It just feels for some reason you're dealing with an excessive amount of slush. Now let's see what the cards have to say. And for Kara, the cards say, it feels like, you've got the Hierophant, so you've got the very traditional stuff going on. Of course, that has to do with Christmas. So it's the same every year, and it's the same this year. Ooh, let's just take a peek who it had. Okay, so one thing is you do have the same family gathering and what have you. But it does say that there are a few surprises. And I think one of them is either the announcement of an upcoming marriage or an upcoming birth. But somebody announces a new beginning in the spring. A new beginning to start in the spring, I should say. Okay, so there's your December.
Can I have those emails?
Yes, you can.
Okay, who's next?
Who's next?
Kangan wants a reading for the week ahead.
Okay. Week ahead. What does Kangan need to know about the week ahead? And this time around, I'm using my Pamela Coleman Smith deck. Okay, so the week starts. You have the Six of Cups reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed is sort of the negative side about immaturity. You know, people around you not taking responsibility. And I'm just kind of playing the victim. So you do have people, you know, using excuses. I was late because my dog ate my homework and stuff like that. So you start out the week with some real childish excuses, which actually makes you look good because you're the adult in the room. And so that comes through. You are going to be given a decision about money and your career going forward. And it looks like both, whatever you decide is good. So go with whatever makes you happy, because it just feels like they're weighted about the same. Just remember that it's better to make a bad decision than get stuck in indecision. And you start out you end up the week on a strong note. I think for some reason the energies change over for you on the 1st of December. And your energies and your become stronger on the 1st of December. So, thank you for tuning in, Kagan. It's nice to see you. Kangan. We do this every week.
Sonia would like a reading for the week ahead.
Okay. A reading for the week for Sonia. What does Sonia need to know this week? Okay, what you need to know this week is this is a good week for you to speak up and say the things you know, because it feels like the week starts out with the Emperor reverse, and that's where I see somebody in a position of authority that just is giving wrong guidance or turning in the wrong direction or something, but it feels like somebody who everybody else is used to being in a position of authority and leadership kind of falls flat. So this is your week to showcase what you do best. So don't be shy.
All right, and that was for Sonia. Lynette wants to hear from her spirit guides.
Well, of course, Lynette. And, oops. Get my Rudrashka seed going here. And what do this spirit guides? Okay, your guides they're telling you that you know the people around you, the people that you love, better than somebody else. It just feels like you've got somebody who's trying to give you bad information about somebody that you know is false. Like telling you that somebody you like very much admires turkey, and you know that this person doesn't like turkey. Something along those lines. It feels like you're getting a little bit of manipulation and misguidance happening there. So be aware of it. You know, and don't let it stand. If you feel like you're being misguided or manipulated, take a second look at the situation and ask the other people involved. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, Lynette. And who's next? Dragonfire.
As a new family member, will things work out for the long run?
Ooh.
That's so vague.
Okay, so let's see.
I'm just hoping it's not a marionette.
Okay. No, it looks like it's somebody who's grown. Ooh.
Like Pinocchio?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I feel like this person is putting on a good face and coming across as being well grounded and maybe even wholesome, old fashioned, yada yada yada. But this individual has a darker side, and this individual can be unbalanced. So having said that, I think that this is somebody that you should proceed with caution. In the long run, golly, you know, it depends. It depends on how much his destructive, unbalanced side comes out. So this is a good time for you to take charge and give him some guidance. But yeah, I'm not holding my breath on that one.
And next we have Mary Ann, who wants a reading for December.
Mary.
Better have not gotten me sick here.
Okay. Okay, so you have the star dead center. Let me just get these down a little bit. Okay, so when I see the star here, that's telling me that maybe you have really high expectations, and saying just keep your expectations low, be grateful for small things, because it feels like December is going to be full of hundreds of little blessings and a little bit of truth. So overall, you might not realize it, but December is going to be a good month, Marianne. You know, there's going to be issues cleared up, and the little things, it's always about the little things. So take the sable and the blue convertible off Santa's wish list.
What's a sable?
Sable coat, fur coat.
Like real fur?
Yeah.
I miss real fur coats. They look great.
Yeah. Yeah, and the sables are they're the really deep brown ones.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I guess they like that in Eastern Europe and Russia.
So did you do Mary Ann's reading?
Okay, reading for December. Yes, I just got done reading it.
All right.
Hi, Marcy.
So, wait a minute. Do we have two Sonias here? Yep. Sonia already did your reading. Next, we got Lala Loopsy, who's looking for love in December. Let's want to open those gifts on our own.
Wow.
How about you become more vocal there, babe?
Oh, okay. So it does look like you do have somebody coming in December, and he looks like a good candidate, even for a short-term relationship. And I just say that because it looks like it comes in fast and leaves fast. So enjoy a whirlwind romance for the Christmas season. Yeah, I'm not promising you anything beyond that because it seems like it's up in the air, and he is somebody who has a fiery soul. So
I.e. player.
yes, yeah, he could be a bit of a player. But you got somebody around for December.
Perfect. That's what you want.
Yep.
And Patricia's looking for info on next month as well.
All right. Patricia in December. Hey, have you gotten your tires switched up yet? And I just say that because I'm seeing you have some tire problems. So have them checked, okay? And let's see what else the cards have to say. Interesting. Okay, so first off, you get the devil, but it's the devil reversed. So when you have the devil reversed, it's sort of like this realization of how you're trapping yourself or how you're accepting a situation that you don't need to accept. So you are removing the chains and any unnecessary restrictions upon you in December. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is, he's kind of like the Prince Lancelot kind of character. He's loving. He feels like he's nearby. Not maybe next door neighbor, but maybe from the town across the river or something like that. Because it does feel like there's a small body of water between you and him. Okay, so December should be a pretty good month. Focus in on yourself and what you want, and life will treat you well.
Oh, Priestess. Yeah, we're glad she's back too. We'll get to her question later. Bonita, can you tell me who will be coming into my love life and when? Bonita, why don't you want to be surprised?
Okay, so
Can't look for love on your couch.
interesting. Okay, so you say when. Okay, so who will be coming into my love life and when? And the cards are showing me that you're really conflicted. Like, there's a lot of potentials around you, and each one, there's a deal breaker, there's a deal breaker, there's a deal breaker. And I'm not necessarily implying that you're picky, but I am saying that you've got a lot of toads around you right now. And it feels like you haven't quite dealt with heartache. So you're not attracting a quality kind of people. So I would suggest that take a little bit of time. Just meditate and settle down and try and do a really good soul cleansing. You know, maybe smudge yourself, smudge your area. Do what you can. Burn some white candles for purification. It just feels like it's a good time for you to clear the decks and clear your own expectations, because whatever you're attracting isn't working here. So your guides, I know I didn't give you a win, but your guides are kind of just putting it into your court.
And the High Priestess is looking for a reading for December. I get the feeling that's the theme today.
Okay.
That and love.
That and
Yep.
love.
Yeah, a lot of lonely people out there want to
Well, yeah.
have love for someone.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Even if it's the wrong someone.
It's Christmas, right?
Yep, that's when those reconciliations go south for the third time.
And you know there's some of you out there. And I get it. I get it. This holiday's coming up, and sometimes that looks like your only option. Don't do it. Don't do it.
This reading is for the High Priestess.
Yes, it is. And High Priestess is, ooh, I like to see that. You've got some secrets coming your way. You're going to you're going to get some really serious good tea. And there's Lovers reversed. Ooh. You really shouldn't care so much about what happens to your ex-husband. Having said that, you're going to get some really good tea on him in December. So there's that kind of schadenfreude. And this one, okay, so then you have the death card, but it's the death card reverse. So it's talking about not making changes and not moving forward. And I think that has to do with you realizing that your ex is not going to change no matter what. You know, we always have that little part in us that, gee, for the sake of the child. No, doesn't happen. So I don't see a lot of things changing, but I do see you getting some really juicy information about your ex.
Well,
Merry Christmas.
I was just informed that my mic's been off the entire time, which explains the meter I'm looking at. Been a long day. Who's next?
So Donna, hi Donna, and Donna would like to know any messages from the spirit world.
They're watching you.
Okay, so I do feel I do feel a message of love coming through, and I know who this is from. This is from your son, and he's kind of letting you know how honored he feels with the memorial, the celebration of life, and how everybody's kind of pulled together and showing the respect to his memory, etc., and so on. He watches over you, and what he says is, "You'll see me in the eyes of my children this Christmas." Okay? So thank you for tuning in, Donna.
Okay. But next we have Benafsha, who wants to know about December.
Okay. Okay. Benafsha's December. Sorry, I'm looking to the side, folks. I just want to make sure I'm putting these cards in a place where y'all can see it.
You gotta slide them up in that case, especially the middle one. There you go.
Okay, Benasha. December's going to be an emotional month for you. Now, first off, you have the two of cups, but it's the two of cups reversed. And I think that right now you have some. I think there's a relationship around you that's kind of, one foot out the door and the other on a banana peel sort of thing. And so you have a very tenuous relationship, and it feels like you're going to get sick of it. So it feels like one of these maybe, wait kind of things that's happening around you. You're going to say enough is enough, and you're going to let it go. It feels like right around like the week before Christmas, everything seems to come together as far as the friends who will be able to come and see you this year. Because it does feel like you have some old friends coming in, and it's a real comfort. And then toward the end of December, and this is probably as you get into the new year, you're going to make some major career decisions. Because right now you can move ahead in your career, but in order to move ahead, you have to stop doing what you love. So you're still kind of trying to make that decision. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. And stick around. What time is it? Oh, we're nowhere near there.
Oh. Holy heck.
Hi, Suzanne and Son.
Sorry, folks. Apparently, I'm getting sick.
Oh.
At least I know I'm not the only one.
Okay, so anything good that would be amazing. That's from Son. So
Yeah, son wants to know what's good looking coming forward this month. Well, that all depends on your outlook on life.
yes. Of course, that's not the first time you've heard your attitude determines your altitude.
Up. It's right there. You can look right there, you know. They don't care.
They don't care. There we go. Right like that.
If they wanted perfect TV, they'd watch TV.
They just want to be entertained. And I'm so entertained.
That's right. Well, they also want to be offended.
Yes.
It's true.
Okay, so you notice that all these cards are reversed. So it's kind of showing me you walking away from a certain situation. And it's kind of it's the best thing you could possibly do. This is a codependent kind of situation. So you've got somebody who's kind of sapping your strength, sapping your resources. You have somebody who's maybe a permanent victim, whatever. But the cards are saying, you're using up your own energies, you're using up your own security, and you're using up your own future by helping somebody out that isn't helping themselves. So they're saying that this year coming up, when you get into January, it would be a good time for you to turn a little bit selfish and start focusing in on the things that you want to do with your life. And know that don't allow yourself to be stuck caring for somebody. That's just not something that has a future to it. And it does feel like, especially as you come into especially as you come into spring of 2024, you're going to have openings, opportunities opening up for you. So whatever toxic person you have around you right now, I do see you getting rid of them. And that opens up a lot of things for you. It's amazing. It really is amazing the way a toxic person can drag us down.
Brother Chris, thank you for letting me know my mic was off. We are 10 minutes late with the pick 3, so let's get on with that, all right? Hang on a second,
And he
folks.
said pick 3 this time.
And we're back with Pick a Card. This is where Sally draws 3 cards. You pick one of those cards ahead of time, and the reading for that card will be your reading for the week. Let's go.
Okay, so which card are you going to pick this week? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? So which card is your tarot card this week? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? If you pick card number 1, then your tarot card for this week is the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is about leaving behind the material and things that are going to benefit you material-wise to feed your soul. So this is a week for you to focus more on the things that make you happy and the spiritual things over and above the profit aspect. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your card for this week is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups says that you will have a little bit of a setback this week. That's bad news. The good news is it's not 100%. Whatever setbacks you have, look around and take inventory of what you have left. Because this week the universe will leave you enough to move forward and proceed with things. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card for this week is the 2 of Swords. And the 2 of Swords is about putting up walls, and the way that putting up walls makes us weak. So this week, as much as whenever you feel like you want to get defensive, don't. Override your usual nature, and anytime you feel that wall going up, put down your emotions, put your ego on hold, and listen to whatever somebody has to say, because you're closing yourself off to some good things here. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for another Pick a Card.
And we're back to our regular scheduled show. Who is next?
I think we're looking at Suzanne.
Nope, we're looking at Ashley, who's looking for something for December. What's coming towards Ashley's December?
Okay.
That was really terrible grammar.
Ashley's December.
I blame the beer.
Okay. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Oh, okay. So Ashley, this December is about love, and you've got a relationship that's maybe making it to the next level, because love is just, you've got this idea of friends and community coming together. So this is a relationship that has a future. This is a relationship that's growing strong in December. So enjoy that. And then we get to that 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups says that, in order to be with your lover, you may have to turn your back on an opportunity, or turn your back on your current job, because it feels like something about, bringing your lives together, which is part of what's going on in December. I think you might be looking at somebody asking, popping the question, or maybe just moving in together, because it feels like there's a commitment. There's something tangible. There's some tangible improvements in the relationship. And I'm pretty sure that part of it has to do with moving, just because I see you moving beyond something that may have benefited you financially in order to be happy. You know, I think that you may have accomplished everything that you can accomplish right where you're at, and you are looking forward to new futures. So good on you, Ashley. Merry Christmas. Suzanne, I had a wonderful time when I was away.
Suzanne is looking for spirit messages.
All right, Suzanne. You know, the first thing that your spirit guides show me is a yappy little dog, but it's kind of like a metaphor where they're trying to say, you know, don't be the first one to sound the alarm or point fingers or point out what somebody else is doing wrong, even though it should be pointed out. It's kind of like, no, this time, don't you be the yappy dog. Let somebody else be the yappy dog. This is a really good month for you to focus in on your own family and make, you know, I know you've got the time you spend with Max, but make Max's dad a part of it too. Yeah, it feels like if you just focus in on your own home, then everybody's happier. Your husband's happier, your son's happier, and you are too. Okay, so that's what Spirit has to say, Suzanne.
And our next question comes from Firefly Magic, who's looking for love in December.
Love in December. Well, how can you miss with a name like Firefly Magic? Firefly Magic wants some love in December. What do we have to say to that? Okay, so the first thing you get is the Queen of Cups reversed. And it's saying that you're looking for love in the wrong places for the wrong reasons. It's kind of like you need to be careful about just allowing somebody to form a bond with you because they check all the boxes. Make sure that they really do kind of connect with you on a spiritual level. So you have 2 reverse queens now. And there's this idea that right now, and it's kind of a warning that it looks like you will accept certain things that you wouldn't ordinarily accept as far as somebody being controlling over your life. And I just don't get a good feeling about that. All right. So, don't take any crap. First, don't take any crap. And B, be real. Don't just get into a relationship to get to the sake of a relationship. And then we get to this last card. And this is close to the end of December. You find somebody that does come together as a group. This is a really good card. It's a card of commitment and long-term committed relationships. So, yeah, you do have love coming your way in December.
Woohoo! And next we have Glenifa, who wants to know about December. Look in the camera, baby, eh?
Okay, so Glenifa in December. Okay, so overall, before Christmas, there's going to be a lot of good feelings there. I see you kind of being surrounded with people that you love, and I see your emotional side and creative side being fed. So you show up as being the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is somebody who's happy, somebody who's loved, somebody who likes to be around their family. I do see children around you. And so, of course, there's children around you during Christmas. So this is all good. Then you have this card, and this is at the end. I think this is the time between Christmas and New Year's. And I feel like that's, I worry about you getting sick. So mind your health. Make sure you have all your vaccinations. Wear your mask when you should wear it. Do what you can to protect yourself from illnesses. But it looks like December is going to be a fun month for you.
And next we have Brother Chris who's wanting to know about his big appointment coming up.
Woohoo! Big appointment for Chris. Wow. Okay. How will next Monday be? Next Monday for Brother Crew. Okay. The first two cards say that this is basically yours to make or break. So whether you leave with bad news, which is kind of one of those don't call us, we'll call you, or you leave with good news, which is, come back for a second interview or training session. So that's still up in the air. It's up to you. Okay, so the interview, now you said to do with this past August. So, I see, because it looks like you haven't been quite satisfied with everything you've been told, and I think that you're looking for a different set of information than what you're getting. It feels like you might be okay, well, there's this phrase that you're treated like a mushroom, which means you're kept in the dark and fed shit. And I just get this feeling that you're being treated a little bit like a mushroom. So take whatever you're told, take whatever you find out with a bit of a grain of salt. Write it down and look into it. Okay, so yeah, I think that you're going to leave with more questions than answers. So that's what I see coming up for that big meeting tomorrow. I wish you the best of luck. Have an open mind.
And our next question is from Tim Pamintuan.
Hi,
It's this
Tim.
new guy that I knew 5 years ago. Because he went to Canada for work. He wants to message me. No, he messaged me with, all right, so who's this guy from 5 years ago? What's his intentions towards her? Bloody hell. Are you understanding the question, Sally?
Yes, it sounds like she's this guy. She says new guy that she knew 5 years ago, but it's not a new guy. Somebody that she knew 5 years ago, and he's suddenly showing up out of the blue, and she's wondering what his intention towards you are. Ooh, I'm not comfortable with that. Why would you show up just out of the blue like that?
Because he was in Canada.
Well, let's see, because I still get that that feeling.
Do you still got that feeling?
Yep. Yep. And it's not him, it's you. Like you like the idea of him, and you like the idea that he's coming back and maybe realizing that he's made a mistake or whatever. But it feels like you're the one that just doesn't want to go down this road anymore. So I think that some of the things, you just haven't felt like he's been honest with you. So doesn't really matter what his intentions towards you are, because you really don't have enough faith in him to build a relationship on. Just saying.
Okay, and our next question comes from, are free reads still happening? Yes, they are. Although you're running out of time at this point. Yahweh's Child wants to know what's in the work for December.
Yay. Yahweh's Child.
And happy Thanksgiving to you as well. And anyone else that was celebrating Thanksgiving. What y'all buy yourselves for Black Friday?
Yeah. What'd you get for Black Friday?
You got candy?
Yeah, I got candy.
Where's this candy?
The Gates Cream.
Oh, well, that wasn't for Black Friday. That was because we were at the grocery store.
That's good as reason as any to buy candy, right? Okay, so this is for
Yahweh's Child.
Yahweh's Child. Where's Yahweh's Child? Oh, there we go. Man, I know what is in the works for me in December. Thank you. Okay, and thank you so much for the compliment. All right, in December, this is a good time for you to get rid of toxic people, because you've got this idea of separation. So they're kind of reminding you this is a really good month where you can put up walls and put up boundaries. For some reason, it's just easier to do, and this is also a good month for you to focus in on the people who support you and make you happy. That works out the best for you, Yahweh's Child. So it's just a matter in December. December will go well for you as long as you select carefully who you spend your time with. Feels like maybe you've got a lost Klingon who keeps coming around and wheedling into your life. And it might be a good idea to tell them to go elsewhere.
And our next question is from Ishika, which I can answer without cards. Until you tell him that you're interested in, nothing is going to happen. You don't need any cards to know that. So, on we move.
Good night. Good night, Donna.
When will I meet my crush? He is going to the military. Okay, you're a stalker. Oh, Jess brought herself an electric heating bag for neck and shoulder. That's awesome, Jess.
Oh, yeah. I've been hitting the heating pad.
We're having a back and forth dance, so there's a showing of interest there.
Ah.
Don't play games. Just sit down and tell them what's on your mind. Just go with that. Because, this back and forth dance, what you're telling me is you're playing games. Both of you.
Yeah.
Enough of that. If there's something there, you have to talk about it. You have to talk about it now. Otherwise, you'll just be dancing yourself off the dance floor. You want to lay
Yes.
the cards down on this to see what they say?
Okay. Yeah. And who are we looking? Who's?
Ishika,
Yes, but I mean, who is Ishka looking?
a crush that's
Oh,
going into the
crush.
military.
Ah.
Where have you been?
No, I was listening. Okay, so I was looking for a name. Okay,
That's
and
funny.
Marcy got
That's funny, Suzanne.
Marcy got a steam floor mop. Those steamers are so good.
Wow.
I used to use that on the white the white ceramic tile in the lobby of the hotel, and it cleaned them up so fast.
And the people that do tests of this stuff have failed every single one of those steamers, all citing the same thing, that all of them will damage the floor of some kind.
Okay, Ishika, we're looking at your crush.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, you play this back and forth. Neither one of you is really risking yourself. So that's why neither one of you are getting what you want. Okay, and then you've got that Nine of Swords. So if you let this go on, he's going to get interest in somebody else. So the producer's right. You need to open up a little bit more to him. If he's got your number, fine. If he doesn't, give it to him. And let him know, I would like you to call me.
There we go. So, what I said.
There you go.
Guess what?
What?
That was it?
That was it.
That was the last one? Yeah.
And it's 10:03.
Yeah, well, we
Thank
started way late today.
Yes.
'Cause,
Thank you. Oh.
Why? Why were we late today?
Um.
Oh, we had to do a last minute camera adjustment because we had
Yes.
to put the studio back together after the trip.
Yes. And so we had to make sure we weren't chopping off the top of my head.
Speaking of swishing the dirt around, Marcy, I was using a paper towel at work today. Instead of absorbing the water, it just smeared it around. It was awesome. Well, I think that's it then, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, all righty then.
Okay. So,
we'll
have
see
a
you
great week,
folks next
folks.
week.
We'll
Yeah.
see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.